Hope everybody's doing well. This is Greggatron, and this is my last video game review for my top 10. I've been talking about my top 10 Xbox 360 games all week. Well, for a week anyway. This has been a fun week for video games for me. After talking about these games and getting my thoughts together about these games, I just had to play these games. Yesterday I was on some Batman Arkham City. Okay, day before that I was on some Splinter Cell Conviction. Day before that I was on some Gears of War. So I've been having a lot of fun with this. The last review, but not least, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Okay. Not only is this my favorite Call of Duty game, but this is one of my favorite shooter games of all time. I Everything about this game, I just loved it. I think you're Roach, just going through the story, taking all these missions. You do what you're told. You're sent off. You gotta do what you gotta do. I just love the atmosphere in this game, the feel of this game, the controls. Well, the controls are usually the same for Call of Duty. The graphics were really good. Uh, the voice actors were good. Uh, the sequences, the running, the sprinting, the climbing, the jumping. What I really liked, my favorite though, was those kind of quick time events where, let's say you're climbing and you slip, and then your partner grabs you, and you're thinking, the first time you play it, you're thinking that you're about to fall and die. But stuff like that, and you got the snowmobiles and the helicopters and all this crazy stuff. And like parts where you're being chased and you have to jump into a helicopter, grab the ladder. It's crazy. Events like that, to me, that's what made the game. That's what separated this. That's what made this special. They have the snowmobiles on the back cover. This is classic to me. A lot of people like Call of Duty 4 better. There's a lot of Black Ops fans. There's a lot of Modern Warfare 3 fans, but this is my favorite. There's a special place in my heart for this game. Uh, can't can't say enough. The story. Uh, at one point, you think somebody works with you, or somebody is your teammate or your friend. Your friends will become your enemies, and your enemies will become your friends. So you got to keep an eye out. It's just too good. Uh, Fighting for your country, being in America is a lot of fun. A lot of Call of Duty games took place in prior wars, but this felt really good to fight in neighborhoods and fight on the streets and in the alleys and in gas stations. And you do all these missions. Like one mission might be next to a burger joint. So the whole setting felt really good. It felt pretty different. But my favorite thing, I talked about the sequences, like those fast-paced sequences, but my favorite thing about this game is Special Ops. Okay, Special Ops gave us all these missions to do. You could do a regular for 1 star, Hardened was 2 stars, and then Veteran, I think they call it. Veteran is 3 stars. And the more stars you play for, the more difficult it's gonna be. So it's like a challenge mode, or maybe a survival if you want to call it that. But damn, I was about to say mercenaries. But yeah, Special Ops is just so much fun. Special Ops is just as good, if not better, than the actual campaign. Uh, there was just there's categories of missions. The lower the category, or the lower the class, the more difficult it's going to be. So you have to get so many stars per class in order to proceed to the next class. So right there, you got to try hard. They're not just going to give stuff to you. You got to be good. You got to know what you're doing to some degree. you gotta get your stuff together, and you can play with a partner. That's what makes it great. That's what special ops is, working with a partner, or you can do it on yourself. But a lot of times the partner helps. Uh, but yeah, there were just so many creative missions, so many things to do. Uh, it was just great. And of course, it's Call of Duty, so there are all these weapons to choose from. You know, weapons on top of weapons on top of weapons. And I tried to do a state takedown. I can't get that with 3 stars though. And also, before I forget to mention, this game has some really, really good music. Like there's a special ops mission, the one where you're on the bridge. I don't remember what it's called, but they play this music throughout the campaign. Also, it's that violin. Listen out for the violin, man. Some of the best music I've ever heard in a video game. Can't say enough. So like I said, there's twists throughout the game with the story. You know, the graphics look nice, especially in the snow. You know, there's dogs. The people look so real, and everything about this game is just on point. Man, Modern Warfare 2. I'm gonna give it a 9.4. I think that's justice. Maybe even you know what? 9.4 is fair. So yeah, if you're a shooter game fan, you've probably already played it. If you haven't, you probably at least know what it is. Uh, if you haven't played it, get your hands on it. It's Modern Warfare 2. Uh, and that's the last video for my top 10 Xbox 360 games. I'll catch you guys next time, and I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. Alright, thanks.